This is SportsCenter with Elle Duncan and Kevin Nagandi.
These are all big facts, and Stephen A is actually staying right there. He's never done working. We've got his thoughts coming up on a pivotal Game 6 in the Western Conference Final. Plus, we're going to get you set for a showdown in the Bronx as two-way sensation Shohei Ohtani gets his first start on the bump in Yankee Stadium.
Plus, some positive news for Bucks fans surrounding Giannis's knee. We'll have an update, but first we start with our headlines with news out of Wimbledon. How about this?
The idea we're talking about potential availability after what we witnessed last night is sort of a miracle. Adrian Wojnarowski is joining us now in reporting, Woj, that there was no structural damage to Giannis's knee. What else did you find out about the injury?
Well, certainly a tremendous sigh of relief.
Because on this very show just yesterday, we thought the most significant injury would be that of Trae Young. We announced here on the show he would. With that being said, Woj, what's the level of optimism inside the Hawks organization he'd be able to give it a go tomorrow?
Elle, there is not great optimism.
It's kind of an oversimplification, Woj, to just say next man up, but the Hawks did a great job in Trae's absence. We'll see if he'll be a go and if Giannis will be a go for Game 5. Woj reporting here on the Hello to Marly Rivera, who's joining us now live from Yankee Stadium ahead of Shohei Ohtani's first start on the mound there. Ohtani has hit 3 home runs versus the Yankees in his Bronx debut, and now he takes the mound. What's the buzz in the stadium surrounding Ohtani's first start there at Yankee Stadium? Do really well against the AL West under Aaron Boone, 49-28, yes. Their best record versus any division during that time. So maybe they can right the ship here tonight. Marly Rivera joining us ahead of a big night for Shohei Ohtani in the Bronx. Be fine. PTI's Michael Wilbon joining us now. Mike, it feels like the Clippers are like Jason or Freddy in the horror movies. Every time you think you get away, they're just right there. They're right there on your tail.
Good analogy.
Right?
Good analogy.
But do you think that they can do it again and stage another comeback with Paul George?
Yeah, I do, Elle. And I
documented that Ty Lue excels in these exact situations. Let's go to the East now. We saw the Hawks get a win last night without Trae Young, and now the Bucks may be without Giannis. What would you say is your level of confidence that the Bucks can still win this without him? Because, by the way, Michael Wilbon, Vegas still thinks they will.
Elle, I don't have any confidence in the Milwaukee Bucks if Giannis is not going to be out there. It's so sad what has happened in the playoffs, Elle, as you know. Just so many injuries, and every series, it seems, is affected by it. And I hope that both Trae Young and Giannis can play. But if Giannis is not out there, I'm not going to just hand this to Milwaukee.
It's a little bit like the war of attrition, if you will. And I hate to use this cliche for you, Michael Wilbon. The Bucks have better players, but it looks like the Hawks are a better team, right? Michael Wilbon,
yes,
right?
Yes,
Joining us here on SportsCenter. You'll see more of Michael Wilbon on SportsCenter with Stephen A, which is coming up at the top of the hour, 7 Eastern, right here on Now ESPN. Nodded at 2-all and headed back to Milwaukee. We head there where we find live our NBA reporter, Malika Andrews. Malika, we heard from Bucks coach Mike Budenholzer a little earlier in the show, and I know you were asking questions of him as well. What did you learn about Giannis's injury right now?
Well, Mike Budenholzer said, well, officially the Hawks are listing Trae Young as questionable. What I've heard is kind of the same thing that we've been hearing.
Gripping and saying, why not just take Clint Capella out of the game? It was already out of hand. But Malika Andrews with the latest as we keep an eye on a bevy of injuries surrounding the Eastern Conference Finals. Thanks, Malika. Anytime you've got new NFL news or someone getting paid, Mina Kimes shows up. Big news for New Orleans, Mina, but which quarterback will Ramczyk be protecting? So let's play a little game of boom or bust, and you be the judge. All right, I'm going to start there in New Orleans. As the Saints starter, Jameis Thank you for humoring us with boom or bust, despite the fact you don't like to be negative. We'll change it next time to boom or I just don't see it for you, sweetie. And I think they would probably be better. Mina Kimes joining us here. Talk a little later, which is next week as we say hi and hello to America's favorite caddy, Michael Collins, because, of course, SportsCenter on the Road is presented by Rocket Mortgage, and he's coming to us live from Detroit's Golf Club. Michael, your reaction to just seeing Lefty with the yuckles there with DeChambeau's 8-iron today?
It's all fun and games until you start touching clubs in another man's golf bag. I can't believe
Expecting to see Lefty. He tees off at 7:55 a.m. tomorrow with Hideki Matsuyama and Ricky Fowler. Thank you, Michael. I'll make sure to never, ever, ever touch your golf clubs or get my sunglasses broke. I think the Suns pull it out tonight. I
wanted Game 7, but I'm with you. I think it's Chris Paul's night.
It's Chris Paul's night?
Yeah.
I hope we're not wrong. Stephen A., what do you think?